So you guys, I came across this post. Okay, make sure y'all like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel, honey, if you have not already. But I came across this post from Miss Melody Cherie Rogers, okay, and it says, I am so sad I missed this. I was asked to host his Atlanta event, but was literally had to turn it down because I was told I had to work that Saturday, only to determine it was an event I wouldn't dare attend with the presence of another, and everyone knew this. I then decided I wouldn't miss any other opportunity holding a date. I'm walking in my purpose and doing and operating in my gifts, not waiting, not holding my breath, not declining. The mental spiral all of this has caused literally resulted in me having to take a mental break for a week. I just couldn't. I had even turned down the Super Bowl events I was booked for, holding, okay, in quotation marks, a date to my talented friend at Rudy Currents. I promise you, I have you on the next gig. So it looked like Melody had to cancel, something that meant something to her and somebody that, she's close to, for Carlos King? Because we know that's who she talking about, because she says in the post, honey, I was told I had to work, honey. Ooh, child. Let's see what the people think about this. One person says Carlos is covering for the liars, scammers, and thieves. So, honey, they are dragging Mr. Carlos, honey. Another person says Carlos King has become unhinged like some of his employees. Take some of your advice, sir, and exit stage left from YouTube before you end up like a few on your cast, broke, disrespected, and irrelevant. Another person says, males, stop listening to God, follow the path he has set for you, and leave that life behind. He'll make your haters your footstool. Another person says, a narcissistic individual. Melody is playing chess. Carlos King, not Carlo, is playing checkers. Another person says, if Carlos believes some, not all, content creators and fans of Love and Marriage Huntsville take things too far by trying to hurt people's businesses, does the same thing apply to Maurice suing content creators as well? What do y'all think of that? I think, wasn't Maurice suing people because of what they said about him? I guess he's saying some content creators lied on him. So y'all put that in the comments. So another person says, one thing is certain and for sure, Mel got Jesus. I've honestly been praying like a warrior. The devil is busy with all his dominions, and my discernment feels it. I feel like it's in her best interest to do her and to let go and focus on her own business, especially when you are not appreciated. It sounds like a lot of people want Melody to leave Love and Marriage Huntsville. Do you want Melody to leave Love and Marriage Huntsville? Do you feel like the show is hindering her from being as successful as she, could possibly be? Do you feel like her and Carlos King, do you feel like they are still aligned? I feel like there's some type of beef, because I told y'all, I feel like Carlos really does not like Melody's fans. I really feel like that. Some people say that Carlos is jealous that Melody got way more fans than he got. Put how you feel, you guys, in the comments. Another person says Carlos needs to stop crying and take care of his babies, Marty Marr and the Scots 1.0 and 2.0. Another person says you can't trust anyone on the show, especially Carlos King and the show employees. I will be glad when it is over for Melody. Take your time, Melody, and we will continue watching until the end. Another person says Carlos must remember that Melody created the show and not him. She still has control of her intellectual property, which is this show. Another person says the Love and Marriage Huntsville audience would be in support of the whole cast if they didn't come off as scammers and fraudulent. They put up flyers for events with prices and no location. Then they find it comfortable to try and diminish the woman who is giving them a legitimate income. We as viewers found it strange how they tried to keep the Mel and Martell drama going to keep us, the audience, from not focusing on their life and what was going on. So people started looking into their lives and businesses to try and get some knowledge of who they really are. Honey, they are talking about them Scots. I mean, them knots, because they are not who they say they are. Another person says Carlos stays talking about the Mellometers. When he did his podcast and saw all the Mellometers come to support Mel, he got jealous. Ooh, they think he jealous, child, and I can't make out what else this person is saying, child, so we gonna leave it. We gonna leave it right there. Another person drags heavily, y'all know, because she's gonna be at the Black Expo. I'm tired of Heavenly. She doesn't even know what is happening. In my opinion, I used to like her, but she is now a pot stirrer. And now in the middle of all of Carlos King's bullshiggity. Ooh, child, they sick of Heavenly and they sick of Carlos, child. Child, another person makes a post and says, Scammer 1.0 Bankruptcy, Chapter 7. All of these foreclosed properties, cars, student loans, and Scammer 2.0 hadn't paid taxes in years is a reason to dissolve the comeback group. They sat in those meetings and picked and prodded Mel's intelligent business mind, knowing dang on well they just wanted to steal it. Can someone provide their prisoner rap sheets? Ooh, child, these people was posting documents and oof, child, it's the dragging, honey, that they are doing. Another person says that's facts. They filed for bankruptcy in 2017, and he had the audacity to tell Mel at the coffee shop that she filed for bankruptcy. These clowns. The credit score was so bad, that's why the two Scots didn't add their names to the comeback group loan application. I remember that. We see their true colors and we know they are scammers. That was probably one of the first weird things the Scots did. And I think that they used Kimmy and Latifah. They used their names. But yeah, Maurice and I think Marceau wasn't going to be on the loan. Ooh, child, these people don't forget nothing. So another person makes a post and says, plot twist, Martell and his baby mama reported content creators and put it on Carlos. LOL, allegedly. Those two look like they sit up all day coming up with effed up ideas just to F things up. What do y'all think of that? Y'all think Ariane and Martell was behind that? So one person says that has to be wrong because one of the content creators showed from their page who gave them a strike and it wasn't them. They're not that bright. So they're saying it was Carlos. I believe I seen something with Carlos and it said that he had struck some people, but he said he only did it for his podcast. So one person drags Marceau and Tisha for their appearance on Channel 5. I guess they were promoting the Expo. It says, and not only were Tisha and Marceau on Channel 5 while they were being interviewed, guess what clips from Love and Marriage Huntsville were being shown? Clips with Melody and Martell only, not clips of the visionaries and founders. Boy, oh boy, they always have male on their mind. What y'all think of that? So one person says to that, I think they are trying hard to have a great expo in Atlanta. I still think that they weren't truthful in the past, but they are trying to do better now. I wish that I lived in Atlanta so I could go to this event. I can't wait to see the reviews. So another person says, so the current fraud charges means they've changed. And then another person says, I don't know the dates of the fraud, but it wasn't in 2024. So one person says that they want Destiny and her baby daddy, Honey La Barbecue. They want them to reconcile. So the person says, praying for healing for these two. I think Destiny and LB will reconnect and reconcile this year. Shit, where at? In the courtroom. Okay, it look like La Barbecue, honey, he gonna stay mad at her. He done with her. Okay. So one person says, before we address some comments, we must consider the source and be cognizant that some people will say anything in hopes of attention, positive or negative, to be relevant. It can be asinine and they know it, but worth a shot. I say that LeBaric dodged a big bullet. He recognized it and separated himself from it. He appears to be focused on upward mobility, not drama, deceit, or the BS that comes with it. Her behavior, like her besties, is self-absorbed. But others show you who they are. And when people show you who they are, you should believe them the first time. She did, he did, it's done. You can't move forward dragging garbage from the past. It's counterproductive. He seems to be smarter than that. What do y'all think of that? And that's all I got for you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out in the next video.